We're joined now by Iranian Deputy Foreign Minister Majid Takhtravanchi. And thank you so much for joining us. The Trump administration says it has now taken out your Navy, your Air Force, decimated your military and civilian leadership, says they'll have complete control of the skies over Tehran very soon. What's your message to the White House this morning?
Thank you for having me. Good morning. Our message to everybody who is listening is that we are defending ourselves. We are working hard to protect our people. A war has been imposed on us, and we have every right to defend ourselves. This war of aggression is not our choice. It is the war of choice for the U.S. government and the Israeli regime, and we will defend ourselves to the best of our ability. And, they thought that they could do it in a matter of few days, but they are badly mistaken. We are protecting our civilians who are badly hurt by indiscriminate attacks against civilian targets. Even school children are the target of the attacks by Israel and America. Around 170 school girls have been martyred as a result of an indiscriminate attack against our population. So they are attacking paramedics. They are attacking hospitals. So what we can do is to do whatever we can to preserve our rights and to protect our people.
Sir, is Iran directly or through intermediaries communicating with the U.S. government in any way right now? Has the U.S. conveyed any messages to Tehran since the bombing began?
No, we haven't heard anything, and we have not conveyed any message to Americans because we are now defending ourselves. We are in a defensive mode, and what we are concentrating on is to protect ourselves, to defend ourselves. So no message is being sent. And we haven't received any message by America or by anybody else.
The White House also says the negotiations ahead of this war were doomed to fail because your country was acting in bad faith. I want to play for you what U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff said this week about these negotiations. Take a listen.
Let me say this because I forgot this small little detail. In that first meeting, both the Iranian negotiators said to us directly, with no shame, that they controlled 460 kilograms of 60%, and they're aware that that could make 11 nuclear bombs, and that was the beginning of their negotiating stance. So they were proud of it. They were proud that they had evaded all sorts of oversight protocols to get to a place where they could deliver 11 nuclear bombs.
Minister, is that true?
Not at all. I want you to please bring Mr. Witkoff to your show. And the things that I'm sharing with you, just share these things with him and then try to ask him to comment on this. When the question of plus 400 kilograms of 60% material was raised in the meeting, we were not bragging. We were just stating a fact. And in fact, the amount of nuclear bombs corresponding to those 400-something kilograms is an estimate by European specialists. They are telling us that this is 10.2, bombs. So we were not bragging. We were just saying that this is the results of our scientific achievements. But we are ready to send this. To get rid of this, provided that we will get something good in return. So he was, unfortunately, Mr. Witkoff is misrepresenting the fact, and it was not the case at all. And by the way, Iran was not the party to renege on its promise. During the last meeting that we had in Geneva, at the end of the meeting, all sides, including the Americans and Iran and the mediator, the foreign minister of Oman, all of us agreed that we had a good meeting. We had progress. And in fact, we agreed to send a technical team to Vienna. And by the end of the week, we agreed to meet in principle. So what happened from Thursday night when we adjourned the meeting till Saturday morning, when we faced with an act of aggression, Mr. Witkoff has to come to your show and tell the audience why they have changed their mind, why they were satisfied with the results of negotiations in Geneva, and then in less than 48 hours, they changed course and resorted to violence and act of aggression.
It sounds like you just confirmed those details, though, that we heard from Steve Witkoff about the amount and percentage of the enriched uranium. So to clarify and just to really drill down on this, does Iran have enough enriched uranium for 11 nuclear bombs?
No, we have. It is no secret. This is based on the information which appears in different IAEA, Atomic Energy Organization, International Atomic Energy Organization, which says that Iran is in the possession of this amount of 60% material. So this is no secret. But the point is that amount of 60% enrichment, if it is enriched to a higher degree, that would amount to 10.2 bombs. That did not mean that we were looking for, possessing 10.2 nuclear bombs. We were telling the American delegation that this is the assessment by the European experts, that this amount of enriched 60% enriched uranium can deliver around 10.2 nuclear bombs. But we did not say that we are going to use them. We did not say even that we wanted to enrich that amount to a higher degree. The point that Mr. Witkoff was trying to convey was that Iran was bragging about this nuclear material that is in our possession, and that was the reason that the talks didn't succeed. That was not true at all.
Okay. Does Iran want to negotiate right now? Would you go back to the table?
I mean, as I said, we are at the defensive mode case, and we are doing whatever we can to protect our people and to defend our sovereignty. We are concentrating on this and nothing else.
In this war, Iran has attacked U.S. and Israeli military assets, but you've also attacked your Gulf neighbors. You've attacked civilian targets like hotels and airports, according to those Gulf neighbors. Why?
Before this war started, we had conversations with our friends and neighbors in the area, telling them that it's better to concentrate on diplomacy, but at the same time, we were aware that the Americans might try again to deceive us and to go for a military option. And then at that time, we informed our neighbors that if the U.S. is going to attack Iran militarily, their assets and their bases in the region are legitimate targets based on international law. So we informed them that.
But hotels and airports don't sound like military targets.
I mean, the American assets, the American bases, these are the targets. And if the Americans move from one place to another, that is not our problem.
NATO forces shot down an Iranian missile heading toward Turkey. Were you trying to hit Turkey?
Not at all. By the way, we want to have best of relations with all of our neighbors in the southern, in the Persian Gulf area, as long as all other neighbors, including Turkey. With Turkey, we have best of relations. We are investigating the case, and definitely that is not the intention to start the war with Turkey. To the contrary, we want peace and stability established all around our neighborhood.
Who's in charge right now in Iran? Has a new supreme leader been chosen yet?
Not yet, but the interim body has been established after the demise of our supreme leader. A new body has been established, comprised of 3 people. So they will be in charge until the new leader is elected. And they are working to prepare the ground for the election of the new leader.
When you talk about the election of the new leader, will the people of Iran have any say on who leads this country next, or is that predetermined?
No, it's not predetermined. The people have already, chosen that body who is going to elect the supreme leader. So it is a democratic process in which those who are going to elect the supreme leader have already been given the mandate by the people to do so. So it is very transparent, and when the results will be known, it will be clear that it has been gone through a process of electing the supreme leader based on the documents that is available for the conduct of that specific body.
And yet the world saw tens of thousands of Iranians take to the streets in protest of the current regime. We'd like to interview average Iranians about what they're experiencing right now in the country during this war. When will the Iranian government lift the internet blockade that's preventing its citizens from speaking to each other and the outside world?
No, we are at war. I'm sure that you understand that at war, we have to take precautionary measures in order to.
But isn't communication now more than ever important?
Yeah, it is important, but it is more important to save lives. The enemy is conducting an act of aggression, killing as many people as they can, and we are the ones who are responsible to protect our people. So whatever necessary we have to do, and we are not shy of saying that we are protecting our people because at the time of war, this is the most important thing that every government has to do.